welcome, welcome, welcome to The Tonight Show, coming to you live here. Let's get to the news and jokes. Well, guys, in public, President Trump hasn't given up on the election, but the big story is in private, he's been telling people he wants to start his own right-wing conservative media network to take on Fox News. Finally, a chance to hear what Trump has to say. Yeah, Trump wants to take on Fox News. Let me just say, good luck trying to replicate the electricity that is Neil Cavuto. Seriously, you're going to try to beat this Lou Dobbs bit?
The caravan of mostly Central American immigrants is now in the Mexican city of Oaxaca tonight.
Good luck, good luck. Well, this is fun. The Trump Network already has a catchy slogan. Even fair and more balancer. That's right, Trump will base his new network in the media capital of the world, the Four Seasons Total Landscaping in Philadelphia. Listen to this. I heard that Joe Biden is going to stop building Trump's border wall. Yep. And that after 4 years, Trump only got 12 miles of new wall built. Mexico was like, 12 miles? We'll pay for that. What's your Venmo? When history looks back at presidential accomplishments, everyone will remember the New Deal, Social Security, and Trump's 12 miles of border wall. 12 miles? I've shopped at Costco's bigger than that. Trump's like a dad who promised to build the treehouse, and now there's just a pile of wood in the backyard and 3 rungs of a ladder going up the tree. It's like, you're too old for a tree anyway. I wasn't when you started. Yep, President-elect Biden is already getting to work. He's starting to select members for his cabinet. And last night, he filled an important role. Watch this.
Overnight, Joe Biden making his first major decision as president-elect, naming his right-hand man, tapping longtime advisor Ron Klain to be his chief of staff.
And if everything goes well, you'll never hear that guy's name again. When Klain moves into his office, he'll find a desk, 2 chairs, and 50 empty bottles of whiskey. When Trump heard Biden hired a chief of staff, he was like, yes, you always remember your first. Actually, I don't. Who was my first? Was it Reince Prius? Reese's Pieces? Reince? Trump was like, don't worry, if it's not a great fit, you can always hire 3 more. Trump's had 4 chiefs of staff. 1 quit, 1 was fired, 1 has COVID, and the 4th went out to get a pack of cigarettes and never came back. Of course, people are still talking about the election. Trump still refuses to concede, even though there's been no proof of voter fraud. Meanwhile, Trump's supporters are planning to flood Washington, D.C. to protest Biden's election. Also, there's...
Man, I'm tired of the news.
What was that, Tree?
I said I'm tired of the news, man. It's always so upsetting. And could we talk about something not in the news?
It's fine with me. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What's like the most random, harmless thing? How about doorbells?
Sure. I love doorbells. They're on doors. You push them and... I'm sorry, Tariq. We just got breaking news.
What is it?
Amazon recalls 350,000 smart doorbells after some catch fire.
What? Okay, fine. Let's talk about something else. How about lettuce?
Sure. Yeah, I love lettuce. Iceberg, chopped, romaine. Sorry, Tariq, we have more breaking news.
Please don't read it.
I have to. I have to. It's my job. I'm a comedy news person. The FDA has recalled romaine lettuce in 20 states due to E. coli.
Oh, come on! How about dogs?
A man in Texas is alive after his dog accidentally shot him in the thigh with a pistol.
Coffee mugs?
250,000 coffee mugs pulled from shelves for burn hazard.
Yeah! All the news is so bad, you might as well just go back to talking about voter fraud.
No, come on. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What's the most random thing ever? How about that rare bird from New Zealand, the kiwi puku?
I would love to talk about the kiwi puku instead of voter fraud. New Zealand's Bird of the Year competition rocked by scandal after 1,500 fraudulent votes were cast for the Kiwi Puku Puku.
I give up, man. I'll just go back to not listening to your monologue as usual.
What? Tariq Trotter, everyone. Tariq Trotter. Tariq Trotter, everyone. Hey, listen to this. Ticketmaster is working on new plans to make concerts safe during the COVID era. Check it out.
According to Billboard, fans would need to prove they've been vaccinated or tested negative 24 hours before an event. Their status would appear on the Ticketmaster app.
Come on, half the fun of going to a concert is not knowing what you're going to catch. It backfires when you see sketchy guys selling negative COVID tests outside the arena. Yep, so now when you're passing around a joint with strangers at a music festival, you can finally think, this is safe. I heard that after the election, one industry got a big boost. Take a look at this.
Liquor store owners in Washington, D.C. say they saw more champagne sold on Saturday, November 7th than on the past 2 New Year's Eve celebrations combined.
You could tell things are going well because when they heard the champagne industry had nothing to celebrate with. I'll let you get there. I'll let you get there. Yep, the champagne industry has been struggling during the pandemic, which makes sense because no one's ever been like, I took a shower and put on pants. That's the sound effect we got for the champagne. Yeah. It's usually more like a, everything like that. It's like, congratulations. It's like the most boring champagne pop. We're like, dude, we just won $80 million!
This bottle of champagne is flat.
Wow. Clean pop. Well, this made me laugh. A statue in Spain. Did you see this?
Yes.
Oh, my
Yes.
gosh.
Classic.
This is unbelievable. A statue in Spain is getting a lot of attention after a botched restoration. Take a look at the statue before. This is real. Then it got restored. Here it is after.
I love to see it.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, the gargoyle around the corner was like, I still hit that. Hey, wait, come on. No. It's like the difference between working for Restorations and Restorations Total Landscaping. Can we take another look at the statue before it was restored? And now the new one again? Oh, jeez. Well, a lot of people are speaking out about the update, including the statues themselves. First, the original statue said, I can't believe they've done this to my face. It's a total disgrace. The new statue said, hello, that hurts my feelings. I'm beautiful. Then the original statue was like, no, the city must fix this immediately and restore my face properly. Then the new statue was like, no, I like my face. You're just jealous. Then the Jesus painting from Borja, Spain spoke up and said, leave her alone. She's perfect. Then this old statue of the Fawns showed up and was like, good, don't turn for anywhere. And finally, this plaque of Elvis Presley said, curb your herder, you're a hunka burning lure. They're all very supportive. And finally, the holiday season is almost here. You guys psyched for the holidays here? We're gonna make it good. Well, a Christmas tree in Cincinnati's Fountain Square has been getting a lot of attention for its unique look. Here it is. Yeah. When asked about the tree, the statue from Spain said, oh my God, that tree looks perfect. Christmas tree, Christmas tree, there's your birds, our bread tree.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on.